And new tonight, the State Racial Equity Task Force unveiled a 125-point plan to overhaul everything from the way officers act on the streets to the way the court system handles juveniles and drug charges. As CBS 17's Holden Kowicki explains, that change could still take years to implement.
It was the sound of the summer in many cities across North Carolina, and state leaders are now responding.
At the highest level, the task force recommends that we rethink public safety.
Among Governor Cooper's Racial Equity Task Force's 125 recommendations is an overhaul to the juvenile justice system, which would increase the minimum age from 6 to 12.
We want to make sure that we don't turn a discipline problem, best handled by schools and parents, into a matter involving the criminal justice system unless it's absolutely necessary.
Officers on the streets would also be banned from using neck holds. Every officer would be required to wear a body camera, and a database would be created to track officer discipline.
If the officer continues to abuse his or her authority, then they need to find another line of work without a badge and a gun.
The task force is also proposing decriminalizing possession of up to 1.5 ounces of marijuana.
We put too much on the shoulders of law enforcement.
Since many of these changes would have to be approved by the General Assembly, I wanted to know how the group will measure its success.
125 recommendations sounds like a lot, but in fact, it's a start.
We will do our best in 2 years, but the system was created in more than 2 years.
You're not going to undo that in 5 months, 5 years, or a generation. It's a process.
A process that has until 2022 to make meaningful change in our state. In Raleigh, Holden Kowicki, CBS 17 News.
Holden, thank you. Now, we have a link to all 125 recommendations as well as reaction from North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper on our website, CBS17.com.